pageants are not as accepted as female pageants because there's a stigma. How do you convince people that male pageants are good?
For me, they always priority female pageant. But now, in this industry, you have to priority also a male pageant because male and female always the same. And para sa akin, pag sa buhay na to, dapat lagi pantay-pantay. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Crown is Mr. Universe Tourism, and that involves promoting our country. How can you promote us despite all the issues our government has been facing?
Okay, if I'm going to convince people that the Philippines is a good place, I'm going to start like this. Our country is populated by warm-hearted people and God-fearing men. And it's not only the tourist spots that you should visit in the Philippines, it's really the people. That will be all. Thank you.
Describe to us the characteristics or quality of a candidate who is not deserving to win.
Good evening to everyone. Sa tingin ko po ang pagkakaroon po ng isang mababang self-confidence and ang pagkakaroon po ng mababang goal. Because ang tao po na mayroong mataas na goal ay mayroong isang mataas na porsyento para maging successful ito. At naniniwala ako na kapag ikaw ay isang responsable sa iyong ginagawa at mataas ang self-confidence mo sa sarili, malaki ang chance mo na magwagi sa lahat ng bagay. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
The first Miss Universe, Army Cosella, and the first Miss International, Stella Marquez, both married Filipinos. What makes the Filipino male attractive to women?
I believe that Filipino men has a lot of things to offer to the world and of course to the women. Filipino men is an image of honor, intellect, substance, respect, and love to other people. My mother has taught me that if I just respect the women, take care of them, love them, show them that the world is beautiful, and I will always be there for them to lend my listening ear, to take care, and whatever happens, I'll be there for her. I think that is the perfect image of being a Filipino man.
Educate the world in one thing about the LGBT community, what would it be?
So one thing about LGBT is that we should always remember about 3 R's: respect, relate, and responsible. Respect because as the same as us, they are also human beings, and they are also have a right just like us. And relate is that we should relate anything that we tell them it might hurt their feelings or their value. And lastly, responsible. We should be responsible in the things that we drop onto them because even though they're LGBT, they're also humans like us. Because at the end of the day, LGBT rights is still human rights. That would be all. Thank you.
Think being handsome is an advantage in life?
Para sa akin po, ang pagiging gwapo ay advantage po at kung sasamahan po ito ng personality at mabuting kalooban. Dahil at the end of the day, mas mangingibabaw pa rin po kasi yung pag-uugali ng isang tao. Palagi po natin tatandaan na ang kagandahan ay kumukupas, pero ang mabuting kalooban ay patuloy na hinahangaan.
Not the masses, but how would you convince, since this is majority of the Philippines is 90% Catholic, how would you convince the Roman Catholic that the LGBT community is just the same as everyone else?
My answer is we are all the same, and no matter what happens, only God can judge. That will be all. Thank you.
One for you and the other one is for the person who will be chosen by you. Who will you choose and why?
Thank you for that question. So I'm sure Mr. Mark Avila over here, congratulations by the way, gave a really good answer. So my answer would be to that, if I had to choose between the two, I would choose the person who loves me, even though I don't love her. Why? Because she put in the time and effort, and if she loves me for who I am, and I guess if she loves me for who I am, then I would really take the time to save her, because if I do save her, then maybe someday I can learn to love her as much as she loves me.